disconnected.
The Honda CRF250L is stock good enough? I get that question a lot about, is stock good enough, or should I get an aftermarket exhaust? Should I get change my sprockets? Should I change the tires? And folks, it kind of is like everything else. A lot of it boils down to the rider. There's things that you can do to, of course, improve the bike. One thing, probably the best mod that you could do to a CRF250L, bang for the buck mod that you can do to a CRF250L. And to me, other than, I'm talking about mods in performance, I'm not talking about bark busters, I'm not talking about skid plates, I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about power gains, performance. It would be the sprockets. Changing the rear sprocket up to a 42 tooth, between 42 tooth and 45 tooth, is a huge improvement, and an improvement that even a beginner to a novice to an expert rider can appreciate the difference. There's other mods that you could do, like exhaust and stuff, but actually, in my opinion, it's unnecessary. I know I'm going to get a lot of people say that that's not true, but it really is unnecessary. A lot of that's the rider. I used to race motocross, and I was at a race one time, and the Yamaha dealer was doing some kind of a thing with a supercross racer, Jeff Emig, and I know a lot of you guys have heard of him. He's very popular, racing in the 90s, and he gave a speech there at the race, and I can't exactly say you ever remember everything he said, but pretty much like he was saying, I can see this guy's got an FMF pipe on your bike, this guy here has done this to his bike, and he said, folks, let me tell you something. And one thing he did before this was he had raced out there, not raced, but he run the practice out there with everybody, and hot laps on a stock YZ250, and I'm kidding you not, that guy was so fast, he lapped every single person on the track and wasn't even trying. I mean, it was so easy for him to do that on a totally stock showroom floor YZ250. And he said, folks, quit wasting your money on pipes and all these mods for your bike. He said, the best thing you can do is eat right, exercise, and learn how to ride. He said, do laps, lap after lap after lap, ride more and more, and that's going to make you better. He said, I just came out here, and he wasn't. I'm not trying to be a smart aleck, but he said, I just came out here on a stock YZ250 and lapped everybody on the track without even trying. And he's saying that's showing you that it's not the motorcycle. So put your money into diet and exercise and training. That's going to get you somewhere. Ride with people that's better than you so you can learn. If you always ride with the same person at the same pace as you, you're really not going to gain much. You'll gain some, but not near as much as you're riding with somebody that is a lot better than you are. So it kind of stuck with me, and even when I was riding when I was young, take an old bike, a gutless bike, and I could take that thing anywhere in the woods. When I was woods riding, I could take it just pretty much anywhere, and everybody would have a lot faster bike than me, but I done a lot better than them. It's because I had rode so much, and I got so good at hill climbing and log hopping and rock ledges, and that just that old junker bike would go anywhere I wanted to make it go. It's like this bike here. I can run this CRF250L stock as a rock against any of them that's hopped up. I ain't saying in a drag race, but I'm talking about going through the woods, going through hills, and going trail riding, and keep up, if not outdo anybody. And I'm not saying I'm a better rider than anybody. I'm just saying that the stock bike will do it. And it has plenty of power. You keep the 250L on the pipe, you know, in the RPM range of the power band, a good RPMs in the power band, and this bike will do no problem. But like I say, the best thing you could do is raise that rear sprocket. Between a 42 tooth and a 45 tooth, you're going to see a lot of improvement for trail riding. Now, if you're on the highway, riding mostly highway, I wouldn't change it at all. The stock sprocket's just fine. So, is the CRF250L good enough? Heck yeah, it's good enough. You don't have to have all that stuff. Get the bike, ride it, and enjoy it. It's all about having fun. There's nothing wrong with getting exhaust. If you like the sound of a louder bike and like the sound, go for it. I like the peace and quiet. I enjoy the super smooth. The stock is good top to bottom, and I don't need an exhaust to make a lot of noise when I go these back roads. I kind of like being stealthy. Just ride your bike, practice, practice, practice. Learn how to ride, learn how to do some ledge rocks, practice jumping logs, practice gravel roads, loose gravel. Don't always ride the same terrain, learn other terrains, and you'll see that the bike is plenty capable. Thank you all for watching Woodzman Adventures. Please click the thumbs up, subscribe. Check out my Amazon store for all your Honda CRF250L parts. I got a lot of stuff on there. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Ride on.